would you say that we've achieved in terms of our medium-term goals, especially those which had been set for 2008 to 2012? Have there been some delays occasioned by these, or are we on track in terms of implementation of the same?
Look, one thing that I think we must take stock of both the positives and the negatives. Obviously, there have been challenges, as we have indicated, in terms of the violence that delayed the implementation of Vision 2030 and delayed the milestones and the targets. Obviously, funding is not always easily available. And indeed, when we have political noise, when we have political bickering, when you have things like politically instigated clashes, then it makes funding that much more difficult to attain for some of these projects. It makes it difficult to attract investors into the country. And so that has been the challenge for Vision 2030. In terms of the achievements, I think it's very clear that in every pillar of Vision 2030, there has been some progress. I think the most evident is the political pillar. Because under the political pillar, we had, under Vision 2030, intended to have judicial reforms, electoral reforms, police reforms, advance national cohesion, ensure that every Kenyan citizen, regardless of whether they are rich, poor, middle class, whatever they are, has access to legal aid, so that when you go to court, you have legal assistance. Now, we are just in the process of instituting a legal aid institution for every Kenyan. We're just about to get that created. Judicial reform, I think clearly, the Constitution has really fast-tracked a lot of those reforms. So we were very lucky that we had the Constitution. We worked very hard, all of us as Kenyans. At the time of the constitutional referendum, we went around as a country to really push for the Constitution, because we knew once you have the judicial reform, and already you have a new Chief Justice at Supreme Court, we have the vetting of the judges to make sure that cases now move faster, so that justice delayed is justice denied. So now we're trying to get cases moved faster. We're also saying corrupt people need to be weeded out so that we have fair judgments. The same thing is happening with the police force, where we have a new police service commission about to be appointed. We have an oversight authority, civilian, that has already been appointed, is already working. We're about to appoint an inspector general. And very soon, the senior police officers will all be vetted, just like the judges are being vetted. So there's been tremendous progress in that area. Also, the electoral reforms. We now have the new Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, which is not like the ECK that caused the chaos in 2007. It is an independent body, reports to Parliament, not just the President. The commissioners who are appointed were vetted by Parliament. So it's much more independent, much more professional than the previous ECK. So in all those areas, electoral reforms, judicial reforms, and police reforms, we have moved quite far. And indeed, those are the three areas that failed us in 2007 and caused the violence. So in each of them, I am pretty confident that come this upcoming election, we're much stronger.